The Young and the Restless preview video for the next week is out, and we're all in for a wild ride. First off, Sharon Newman will be off the radar along with Pyllis. What will happen next? Next, Damian Kane is opening up to Lily Winters, while Adam Newman and Chelsea have a private dinner. Will the duo finally get back together? Let's dive into the details of it. Sharon and Pyllis go missing. In the preview clip, we can see a meeting taking place at Crimson Lights, where Daniel Romalotti Jr. highlights that Sharon Newman and Pyllis Summers both are missing. There might be worries about Sharon vanishing being linked to Pyllis, but Daniel might not entertain any such idea. As Daniel questions why the most unlikely duo will go anywhere together, Maria simply hints that maybe one of them didn't go willingly. Daniel and Summer will obviously be offended over Mariah suggesting that Pyllis kidnapped Sharon. But the siblings might not be too sure since their mother has always been involved in criminal activities. There are rumors swirling that Pyllis and Sharon will need to work as a team to get out of this chaos. Elsewhere in GC, Damian Kane and Lily will sit down for a meal, and she might use this to gather more info on the newcomer. He might tell her about all the family drama and mention that he knows nothing about her. She might be annoyed at this, but Damian will insist and ask if she's involved with someone romantically. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Adam and Chelsea reminisce old times. Next up, Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson will talk about their emotions as they sit down for a private dinner. By the looks of it, it sure looks like a romantic setup, with Adam reflecting on how far both of them come together. "Look at us, who thought that we would be here?" Adam asks in the preview clip. In response, Chelsea says, "Definitely not me," before giving Adam a tender look. We cannot rule out the possibility that this is one of Adam's fantasy dreams. But it is a soap opera, so it could actually be him making some progress with the mother of his child. We think it's just a matter of time before Chelsea and Adam actually fall for each other and become endgame. So stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for more The Young and the Restless spoilers. Make sure you tune in and enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Genoa City is about to witness a storm like never before as Sally Spectra reaches her breaking point. When she discovers that Pyllis Summers and Elena Dawson were behind her daughter's kidnapping, all bets are off. Sally wants revenge, and she won't stop until justice is served. Sally's worst nightmare comes true. Sally has fought hard to protect her child, but nothing could prepare her for this shocking revelation. When she learns that Pyllis and Elena were the masterminds behind her daughter's disappearance, she completely unravels. The once fiery designer is now a mother on a mission, one that could turn deadly. Pyllis and Elena in the hot seat. Pyllis and Elena may have thought they had the upper hand, but they underestimated Sally's wrath. Now they must face the consequences of their actions. Will they try to justify their twisted scheme, or will they realize they've made a grave mistake? Sally's revenge, will she go too far? Fueled by rage and desperation, Sally vows to make Pyllis and Elena pay. But just how far will she go? Could she cross a line that she can never come back from? With emotions running high and revenge clouding her judgment, Sally's next move could change everything in The Young and the Restless. With intense confrontations, shocking revelations, and the possibility of deadly consequences, this is one episode fans won't want to miss. Stay tuned, Genoa City is about to explode. Video below. Video below. Video below. Video below. Genoa City is about to be rocked by a heartbreaking revelation as Damian delivers shocking news to Amy, leaving both her and Nate emotionally shattered. What is this devastating secret, and how will it change their lives forever? Damian's shocking confession. Damian has been carrying a heavy burden, and he can no longer keep the truth hidden. He seeks out Amy and finally confesses a secret that leaves her completely blindsided. As she processes the revelation, emotions run high, and the weight of the truth becomes unbearable. Amy's world crumbles. Amy has fought hard to keep her life on track, but Damian's revelation changes everything. Could it be tied to a long-buried family mystery, a betrayal, or something far worse? As the tears flow, Amy struggles to cope with the bombshell. Nate's emotional breakdown. When Nate learns the truth, he is just as shaken as Amy. The revelation leaves him questioning everything he thought he knew. Could this secret threaten his future, his relationships, or even his career? With emotions running high and lives forever changed, this Young and the Restless twist is sure to leave fans on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned because the drama is just getting started. For decades, Eric Braeden and Melody Thomas Scott have been the heart and soul of The Young and the Restless, portraying the iconic Victor and Nikki Newman. But now, an earth-shattering announcement has left fans stunned. Both legends are officially bidding farewell to Genoa City, a legacy that defined daytime drama. Since 1980, Eric Braeden has embodied the ruthless yet captivating Victor Newman, while Melody Thomas Scott has brought elegance, strength, and vulnerability to Nikki. Together, they crafted one of the most unforgettable love stories in soap opera history, one filled with passion, betrayal, and undeniable chemistry that kept viewers glued to their screens. Their exits mark the end of an era, as the power couple that has weathered countless storms will no longer be gracing our screens. Fans are left wondering, how will Lai and R possibly move forward without the Newmans at the center of it all? The emotional goodbye. Sources close to the show reveal that the decision to leave was not made lightly. Both actors, having spent decades in their roles, felt it was time to close this chapter of their careers. Insiders suggest that their farewell storyline will be nothing short of breathtaking, with shocking twists, heartfelt goodbyes, and perhaps even a final confrontation that will shake Genoa City to its core. Melody Thomas Scott shared an emotional message with fans. "This has been the role of a lifetime, and I will forever be grateful for the love and support from all of you." Meanwhile, Eric Braeden, known for his fiery personality on and off screen, assured fans that his departure doesn't mean goodbye forever. Victor Newman never truly disappears, he teased, hinting at possible future appearances. Fans react, shock, sorrow, and speculation. As news of their departure spread, social media erupted with an outpouring of emotions. Fans took to Twitter and Instagram to express their heartbreak, disbelief, and gratitude for the actors who shaped The Young and the Restless for generations. "I can't imagine Lai and R without Victor and Nikki. This is devastating," one fan lamented. "They are the backbone of the show. How will it survive without them?" another questioned. Speculation is also running wild. Will their characters meet a tragic fate? Could this be a setup for an eventual return? Some fans even theorize that the showrunners might introduce a shocking recast, an idea that has already sparked fierce debate. What's next for Vi and R? With two of the show's biggest stars exiting, the landscape of The Young and the Restless is bound to shift dramatically. Will another power couple rise to take their place, or will the series struggle to maintain its long-standing dominance in daytime television? Producers have remained tight-lipped about how Victor and Nikki's storylines will conclude, but one thing is certain: their final episodes will be can't-miss television. A bittersweet goodbye. As we prepare to say farewell to two soap opera legends, we celebrate the incredible legacy they leave behind. Eric Braeden and Melody Thomas Scott have given fans over 4 decades of unforgettable moments, and their presence on The Young and the Restless will never be forgotten. But the biggest question remains: how will Victor and Nikki's story end? Will they ride off into the sunset together, or will their final chapter be one of heartbreak and tragedy? One thing is for sure: when the final curtain falls, there won't be a dry eye in Genoa City. Genoa City is thrown into chaos as two of its most prominent women, Sharon and Pyllis, vanish without a trace. What begins as an ordinary day quickly spirals into a nightmare when both women disappear under eerily similar circumstances. With no evidence of foul play, no fingerprints, no surveillance footage, and no forced entry, their sudden absence leaves their loved ones grasping for answers. But as the panic spreads, one thing becomes terrifyingly clear: this was no coincidence. Someone orchestrated this, and their motives remain hidden in the shadows. In a chilling scene that sets the tone for the unfolding mystery, viewers see Sharon and Pyllis unconscious in separate locations, cold, isolated, and utterly defenseless. Both women, known for their resilience and fiery independence, are now at the mercy of an unknown force. Their attempts to escape prove futile, as their captor seems to have anticipated every move, trapping them in a sinister game where the stakes couldn't be higher. As news of their disappearance spreads, Genoa City is gripped with fear. Maria and Summer, each desperate to find their mother, clash over the best course of action. Their emotional arguments reflect the rising tensions within the community, as friends and family struggle to make sense of what's happening. Every whispered theory, every frantic phone call, and every desperate plea only adds to the sense of helplessness. Who could be behind such a calculated and deliberate act, and more importantly, why? Nick, caught in the crossfire of conflicting emotions, finds himself facing an agonizing dilemma. Having once loved both women, he is tormented by the possibility that his past is somehow linked to their fates. His desperation grows when he receives a chilling ultimatum from an unknown source, one that forces him to make an impossible choice. The weight of his history with Sharon and Pyllis comes crashing down, and he realizes that every decision he makes could mean the difference between their survival and their demise. As the investigation intensifies, subtle but crucial clues begin to emerge. A fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure, a cryptic message left behind, each detail only deepens the mystery. Speculation runs rampant, with many suspecting the infamous Ian Ward. But could the show really be recycling an old villain? Some believe the real culprit is someone unexpected, someone operating with motives far more personal and insidious. The lack of clear answers keeps the tension mounting, as everyone involved is forced to question who they can truly trust. The abduction of Sharon and Pyllis is more than just a crime. It's a calculated move designed to shake Genoa City to its core. While Pyllis, known for her fiery spirit, is expected to awaken in a state of furious confusion, Sharon's approach is different. Having survived past kidnappings and betrayals, she remains eerily calm, using her intelligence and experience to quietly assess her captor's intentions. Unlike Pyllis, who may lash out in an emotional storm, Sharon is determined to outthink her kidnapper, biding her time until she can strike back. Meanwhile, as Nick battles his personal demons, he is left with a horrifying realization. This isn't just about Sharon and Pyllis. The abductor's game is bigger than anyone imagined, and unless they uncover the truth fast, more lives could be at risk. The stakes have never been higher, and as the search continues, one burning question remains: who is behind this? And what will it take to stop them before it's too late? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor Newman may fake a medical setback and go to extremes in his plot to blow up Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman's relationship. Although Victor can't force Claire to do what he wants, he could certainly manipulate her into seeing things his way. I and our fans know Victor was injured thanks to his recent face-off with Ian Ward, Ray Wise, so he's had some weak and agitated moments during his recovery. Victor's ordeal shook up his family, since they could have lost him if things had turned out differently. At some point, Victor might decide to use that to his advantage and lean into some false medical complications. It's easy to imagine Victor faking a heart attack or at least pretending to collapse as part of his plan. Perhaps Victor could stage a big medical setback in front of Claire. Victor might provoke Kyle into their worst showdown yet, and make it seem like Kyle's the one who brought all this on. Kyle may finally decide he's had enough and unleash his fury like never before. As Kyle gets in Victor's face and rages, Victor could keel over and give Claire a front row seat to the whole thing. Claire has assured Kyle that she won't let Victor stand in the way of their romance, but her grandpa's medical crisis might change her mind. It could perhaps leave Claire reevaluating her priorities and lead to her deciding it's just not worth it. If Claire feels like her romantic choices are going to send Victor into an early grave, she may determine that she can't have that on her conscience. Claire might tell Kyle that she can't do that to her family and insist they can't keep adding to Victor's stress like this. If Kyle dares to suggest Victor is faking it, Claire might be offended and gain another reason to push him away. Kyle might have the right idea if Victor indeed pulls off a Fav's medical setback, so Claire could end up furious with Victor if the truth comes out later. Whatever the case, Victor has faked medical ordeals to manipulate family members before. Claire might get the full Newman treatment here and receive a lesson of just how far Victor is willing to go sometimes. Our predictions hint that Claire has some troubling news ahead, so we'll keep you posted on any hospital trips Victor might make to dupe her. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will do everything in his power to tear Kyle and Claire apart, so stay tuned for updates on all his scheming. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, February 24, imply some interesting bombshells that will drop in the land of Genoa City. 2 characters go on a dinner date, while another person vanishes out of thin air and someone is accused of kidnapping. What's said to unravel during Monday's show? Time to find out. Lily Winters and Damian Kane's dinner date. It looks like Lily Winters will head out on that dinner date she promised with Damian Kane during Monday's show. He's hoping for a romantic connection, while she's looking to get more information from him. So will the two feel any chemistry? Either way, Lily will have her guard up, while Damian tries to flirt the night away. Will sparks fly? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Now, Sharon Newman is missing too. During the Monday, February 24 episode, Mariah Copeland and Nick Newman will grow concerned when they realize Sharon Newman has gone missing again. Considering what's happened recently, there are major red flags about this disappearance, as Sharon wouldn't go anywhere without notifying her family. After all, she was just kidnapped mere weeks ago. What's going on here? Suspicion lies with Pyllis Summers. It looks like during Monday's show, Mariah and Nick will reach out to Chance Chancellor. As the cop is already looking into Pyllis Summers' disappearing act, he'll wonder if the two are connected. Everyone knows that Pyllis and Sharon wouldn't just take off together, as they don't get along. With that said, this will likely lead to Mariah suggesting that Pyllis may have something to do with Sharon vanishing. Of course, as everyone believes Ian Ward is long dead, no one will think he could be linked to this. Still, is he the one behind both women disappearing, or is there a new threat on the horizon in the land of Genoa City? What storyline are you excited to see unravel during Monday's show? Share your thoughts below. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that actress Sharon Case continues to do a phenomenal job playing the complicated Sharon Newman. While she's been in the role for 3 decades now, she portrays the character fiercely and flawlessly as Sharon Newman goes through her many ups and downs. The character recently endured quite the storyline when her bipolar medication was tampered with, causing her to have blackouts, hallucinations, erratic behavior, and had her believe she committed murder. Case recently sat down with fellow soap actor Maurice Benards on the State of Mind podcast to talk about Sharon Newman's mental health issues over the years. Sharon Case is no stranger to bipolar roles. While talking about Sharon Case's career, Benard stated that the character she played on As the World Turns, ATWT, was considered manic-depressive. Case acknowledges that Debbie Simon was bipolar, or rather, manic-depressed, which prompted Bernard to remind everyone at that time the mental health condition wasn't referred to as bipolar. Case noted that her ATW character ended up going back to a facility, and after she exited the role in 1993, she entered the Y&R as Sharon Newman. Sharon Case's niche. As Y&R fans know, Sharon Newman has been diagnosed with bipolar for some years now. Bernard questioned if the character had always had the mental health condition. Case noted, "She must have always been, but it was discovered at a point in her life when I had already been on the show for several years." The soap actress went on to say that one of the reasons she wanted to come on Bernard's podcast is because she's always played bipolar characters. She stated, "Yes, I do play a bipolar character, not the only one I've ever played. This is sort of my niche, I guess." Are you a fan of Sharon Newman's or a hater? Comment on his milestone below. Check out the Y&R on CBS Daily for your fill of Geno City drama, and visit this site often for all the best Young and the Restless updates, news, and spoilers. Get ready for 2 weeks of explosive drama on The Young and the Restless as the February 17 to 28, 2025 episodes unravel some shocking truths, power struggles, and emotional showdowns. Here's what to expect during these intense weeks. Pyllis gets aggro. Pyllis Summers is about to unleash her fury like never before. Her temper reaches its breaking point when she feels betrayed by those closest to her. Expect an aggressive Pyllis to take on all comers, especially as she deals with her strained relationships with Nick, Summer, and others in the Abbott and Newman families. Will her rage push her too far, or will it fuel her to take control in a way we haven't seen before? Pyllis is done being the victim, and she's going on the offensive. Audra's secret exposed. Audra Charles's mysterious past is finally coming to light. Nate Hastings is in for a huge shock as Audra's long-buried secret is exposed to the Newman family and beyond. The truth about her past relationship with Holden, a character everyone thought was just a rumor, is about to be revealed, and it's going to have serious consequences. What is Audra hiding, and how will her secret impact her future with Nate and the Newman Empire? Nick caught in a love triangle. Nick Newman finds himself in a complicated love triangle as his feelings for Sharon and Pyllis collide. The emotional turmoil surrounding these two women will pull him in different directions. With Sharon expressing doubts about their future, Nick must decide where his heart truly lies. But when Pyllis ramps up her aggression and pushes Nick even harder, will he find himself torn between his past love and a future with someone else? Victoria takes control. Victoria Newman is taking charge like never before. As CEO of Newman Enterprises, she's determined to make bold moves that will shape the company's future. However, her rise to power comes with its own challenges, particularly with her family's internal conflicts. Will Victoria be able to maintain her control, or will those around her, especially Victor and Nick, undermine her every step? Tensions escalate between Devon and Lily. As the Newman and Abbott families continue to clash, Devon Hamilton and Lily Winters find themselves at odds over their business ventures. Devon's frustrations with Lily's decisions at Hamilton Winters may lead to a major fallout, threatening their family dynamics. Will they reconcile, or is this the end of their partnership and any hope of mending their relationship? Sharon faces a difficult decision. Sharon Rosales finds herself at a crossroads when it comes to her future with Nick. As her feelings for him grow more complicated, Sharon must face hard truths about their relationship. With Pyllis acting more erratically, will Sharon make a choice to move forward with her own happiness? Expect an emotional confrontation as Sharon wrestles with her options. Nate's world crumbles. Nate Hastings' carefully constructed world is beginning to crumble when Audra's secret comes to light. His reputation, his career, and his personal life all hang in the balance. Audra's betrayal could cost him everything he's worked for, and Nate must figure out how to salvage what he can. Will he stand by Audra, or will he distance himself from the chaos that she's brought into his life? Summer's discovery. Summer Newman finds herself questioning the truth about her family, particularly her connection to Nick and Pyllis. When the truth about her parentage is revealed in a shocking twist, it will shake the Newman family to its core. How will Summer handle the discovery, and what impact will it have on her relationship with Kyle and the rest of the Newman clan? Victor's plan for the future. Victor Newman is never one to sit idly by. As he plots his next move for Newman Enterprises, he must contend with the growing rift between his children. Expect a strategic move from Victor that could reshape the future of the Newman Empire and potentially drive his children further apart. Will he succeed in securing his legacy, or will his ruthlessness alienate everyone around him? A major betrayal. In a shocking turn, someone close to the Newman family will betray them in a way no one could have expected. This betrayal will have lasting consequences and leave everyone questioning who they can trust. Who will be the betrayer, and how will it change the power dynamics in Genoa City? The February 17 to 28 episodes of The Young and the Restless promise to be filled with drama, twists, and heart-stopping revelations. With secrets being exposed, tempers flaring, and families being torn apart, you won't want to miss a moment of this thrilling 2-week saga. In the upcoming episode of The Young and the Restless airing on Monday, February 24, 2025, Genoa City is gripped by the mysterious disappearances of Pyllis Summers and Sharon Newman. Their sudden absence raises alarm among their loved ones, particularly Nick Newman and Mariah Copeland. Concerned for Sharon's safety, especially given her recent traumatic experiences, Nick and Mariah turn to Chance Chancellor for assistance. Chance, already investigating Phyllis's vanishing, finds Sharon's disappearance equally perplexing. As the search intensifies, Chelsea Lawson collaborates with Adam Newman to devise their next strategic move. Meanwhile, Audra confides in Nate Hastings, revealing the truth about Holden, which could have significant implications for their relationships and the broader community. The episode promises a blend of suspense and emotional turmoil as characters grapple with the unfolding mysteries and personal revelations. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Tucker returns to save Audra, a bold move against Hold'em. In a shocking twist, Tucker McCall makes a dramatic return to Genoa City, and this time, he's determined to defeat Hold'em and rescue Audra from imminent danger. The stakes have never been higher, and Tucker's return sets the stage for a new power struggle in the Y and R landscape. Tucker's return, a hero's mission. After a prolonged absence, Tucker steps back into the game with one goal: to take down Hold'em. With his own agenda, he's ready to use every weapon in his arsenal to expose Hold'em for the manipulative figure he's become. But Tucker isn't just battling Hold'em for personal gain. He's deeply invested in saving Audra from the dangerous web she's caught in. Hold'em's reign of terror in danger. Hold'em's secrets and schemes have caused enough chaos in Genoa City. His power might be unmatched, but Tucker's return could be the turning point. Will Hold'em finally meet his match? Tucker's cunning tactics may just be the key to bringing him down. Will Audra be saved? Audra's involvement with Hold'em has placed her in an extremely vulnerable position, and her survival depends on whether Tucker can defeat him in time. Tucker's loyalty to Audra might just be his most dangerous weapon as he works to free her from Hold'em's grip. What's next? Will Tucker's return spark a new alliance in Genoa City? Can Hold'em be taken down without causing even more chaos? Will Audra's loyalty to Tucker come into play as she faces difficult decisions? For the Monday, February 24 episode of The Young and the Restless, spoilers photos show the search starting up for Pyllis and Sharon, Nate and Audra sharing a laugh, and Chelsea and Adam sharing a moment. Scenes from Genoa City. Pyllis is missing and Summer panics. She turns to her brother to try to figure out where she went and what's going on. Unfortunately, Daniel doesn't have the answers, and things are only going to get worse from there. They head over to Crimson Lights to meet with Maria, Nick, and Chance, who are also beside themselves, because Sharon is missing too. This poses a whole new level of worry for Team Sharon. They've barely rescued her from her last bout of drama, and she's not even back on her feet yet. To go missing again so soon has to be bad. Very, very bad. The best they can hope for is that Sharon and Pyllis aren't the reason the other can't be reached. Meanwhile, watch for some tender moments between Adam and Chelsea. They spend the afternoon getting cozy in their new abode. It seems like living in such close proximity brings some old feelings to the surface. Is living together a mistake, or will this help bring them closer than ever and show them they are right where they belong? Nate and Audra are also having a fun morning. They share some good laughs while drinking their morning coffee. Is Audra overcompensating because she's holding on to a secret? Perhaps it's time she open up and spill all. Burying the truth has never worked out in her favor.